Disclaimer: this work of fiction is intended for entertainment purposes only. The characters, events, and settings depicted in the story are products of the author's imagination and are not meant to be taken as factual. Any resemblance to actual events, locales, or persons, living or dead, is purely coincidence. The story may contain mature themes, language, or content that may not be suitable for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
This is the story of Jampman Joman's Bran-Dead shoe. Joman trudged off the court, his head hung low. Another loss, another embarrassment. The other boys jeered, calling him a waste of space. But Joman's life changed when he spotted a pair of shoes beside a trash can. They looked old, slightly worn, but they fit him perfectly. The next day, Joman wore the shoes to practice. To his surprise, he sank shot after shot. His movements were smooth, his passes accurate. The coach beamed, and his teammates stared in awe. Joman earned the nickname Jampman Joman. But as the games went on, strange things happened. Joman would trip on the stairs or spill his lunch or wake up to find his homework was gone. He brushed it off as bad luck, but the incidents piled up. One night, while researching online, Joman stumbled upon an old forum thread about a mysterious pair of basketball shoes. According to the posts, the shoes had once belonged to a high school basketball star named Eric. Eric's team had made it to the state championship, but they lost in the final seconds. The loss had devastated Eric, plunging him into a deep depression. Unable to cope with the loss, Eric's mental state deteriorated. He became withdrawn, his grades plummeted, and his relationships suffered. The night before his 18th birthday, Eric was found hanging in his garage, the shoes still laced on his feet. The police report mentioned a cryptic note: "I'll never take these off again." But the shoes didn't stay with Eric's family. They mysteriously disappeared, only to resurface with a new owner, a college player named Dennis. Dennis's career was stellar, but he too met a tragic end, breaking his back in a freak accident during a game. The shoes kept reappearing, each new owner meeting a terrible fate. A high school phenom dropped out of sports after a season-ending injury. A pro player was accused of match fixing, and a college coach was fired after a scandal. The thread ended with a warning: don't wear the shoes, they're cursed. Joman's heart skipped a beat. He recognized the shoe's design, the same peculiar stitching. He felt a chill run down his spine, but it was too late. His team had made it to the finals, and he couldn't resist the shoe's power. The final game was a blur. Joman sank shot after shot. His performance was mesmerizing. But in the final minutes, disaster struck. Joman landed awkwardly from a jump shot, and both his knees buckled with a sickening crunch. The crowd gasped as Joman screamed in agony. The game ended, but Joman's life was just beginning to unravel. The doctor's diagnosis was grim: severe ligament damage, irreparable nerve harm. Joman's basketball career was over, and his mobility was severely limited. As Joman lay in his hospital bed, he watched in horror as the shoes disappeared from his locker, only to reappear in the hands of a young boy at the local park, who eagerly laced them up, ready to start his own journey to basketball stardom. The cycle continued, the shoes perpetuating a never-ending cycle of tragedy and despair. The legend of the cursed shoes spread, a cautionary tale about the price of success and the horrors that lurked in the shadows of athletic ambition. But the shoes remained, always finding new owners, always promising greatness and always delivering devastation.
Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy. If you like the video, please like, comment, subscribe, and share for more videos.